Hello everyone and welcome to another video where I torture myself shooting expired film. And for this video I'm going to be using two rolls, I'll get to it in a minute, of AGFA OPTIMA 125. So I've got two rolls of that. This one, so the original one was expired in June 1995 and the one I brought afterwards, purchased on eBay for far too much money, expired in April 1995. I also, whilst I was playing with those films, had another roll in the fridge that I thought I'd have a try. It's been in there a while, and that's some Konica VX100, and this expired in March 1998. So two films 31 years old and one film that's coming up to 28. Yeah, no, it's over 28. So those are the films I used. I shot all of these films, both the OPTIMA 125 and VX100, at ISO 25. That's pretty much 2 stops for this, and it is 2 stops for this. As you'll see later on in the video, this probably would have been better at 3 stops. But that might have been how it was stored, or the actual emulsions itself being very different. The camera I used for this trip is my £5 found in a car boot Minolta A70-210. This has a bit of leatherette on there because the rubber falls apart. And it's also got the AA battery pack, just lasts a little bit longer because these are really, really battery hungry. In terms of lenses, the first lens I used, it failed miserably. I didn't get a single picture with this lens. I'll explain in a second. This is a 70-210 f2.8. I was hoping this was going to be a fantastic lens, and on my digital camera it is, but for some reason it just did not work with the Minolta 7000. So I replaced that with the Beercan, the traditional 70-210 f4. These, I think this one I got for a £5 from a car boot. Again, these are common as muck. You can get these anywhere. Probably one of the most revered Minolta lenses. They've got one of the best feedbacks of them. And also for one of the shots, I did use a Tamron 300mm. And that was how I found out that this lens was broken. So onto that, I loaded up the camera with film, headed out down to the local nature trail. It's a 5-minute walk from my house. Quite lucky to have this in what is my back garden. There's a pond, and I decided to spend a bit of time walking around the pond, taking pictures of dragonflies, damselflies, butterflies, anything really that looked worthwhile. The bird life down there, although there is woodpeckers, the bird life was slim to none, so I focused on the insects. And I got one picture. This picture, the only picture I got on that roll with that 300mm lens. Bit annoying to find that out after you've put I didn't pay much for the first roll, so wasn't too worried. After that, came home, developed, got the picture. Bit upset with the picture, the fact that I spent ages shooting 12 pictures, because these are only 12 exposures on each roll for some unknown reason, and only getting one picture. Bit annoying. More annoyed that I spent the time to develop it. The Cinestill kit takes 8 minutes to bleach, and that's just annoying, shaking that every 30 seconds. So anyway, jumped on eBay and I found the original triple pack that the AGFA film would have come in. So I got an OPTIMA 125 and the 2 other films for a couple of quid. Once it arrived, loaded it back out, went straight back out down the nature reserve and got some more pictures. As you can hear, there's lots of crickets and stuff around, and I've got my camera. But the other day this was full of bees, so many bees, and today there's none. So no photos of bees, although there's some butterflies, so let's wait for them to land and get snapping. And this time we got some absolute bangers. I mean, I obviously didn't know when I was taking the pictures that the pictures were going to be good, but we got some. Couple were out of focus, which, I mean, when you're that close on an insect and the wind blows the leaf a little bit, you're going to lose focus. And using film is just the nature of it. I then loaded in some VX100. Again, shooting at ISO 25. However, this film has some of the thickest, I don't know if it's haze or the emulsion where it's been sat for almost 30 years, but after developing it, it was just blue. I mean, I've got it here. I shouldn't really be touching it without gloves on, but I'm not sure you're going to be able to see much, but it is thick. Like, I originally thought I'd exposed the whole roll to light, but I hadn't. And some pictures did come out. I've got some good pictures, as you can see. However, the one thing I wish I had done was I wish I'd have gone to 3 stops on that film. Now, I do have another roll. I am going to shoot the other roll at 3 stops. So that's going to be, what, an ISO of 12. 150, 24, 25, 12. So I'll shoot the next one and we'll see how we get on with that. In terms of developing and scanning the film, I used Cinestill CS41. Very simple. It was a fresh batch of dev, so I was able to run the development for 3 minutes. And again, the bleach, 3.5 minutes. And then the bleach and fix for 8. Just 8 minutes of shaking every 30 seconds. Bit annoying. Got a bit of footage of that. But yeah, trying to photograph nature with some expired film. One, you don't know what the results are going to be like. The only reason I pushed forward with this was that one picture I got from the first roll came out so well, I had to buy another roll to see if it wasn't just a film and see if it was a fluke. It wasn't. It was the film. The film is that good. Again, the Konica film, I wouldn't use that. Not even going to bother thinking about using that for nature photography. Nature photography on film is hit and miss anyway, let alone doing it with 30-year-old expired film and hoping to get good results. But I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. And I mean, it's all good. Other than the ungodly loud focusing sound of my camera that scared away a few squirrels, it was a really good little mess about thing to do. Shoot some old film, develop it, have a bit of fun. And if you're watching this, just do it. Go buy yourself a cheap SLR. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Like, you can pick these up for like £5-10 on eBay because no one wants them. The lenses are equally as cheap. The lenses fit Sony Alpha cameras, so you could get yourself an old DSLR, an old SLR, and have a range of lenses that fit both. Go buy yourself some... Oh, don't pay eBay prices. Find a charity shop and get it for a couple of quid like I do. But if you must, stick to a known good expired or one that's been tested. There are companies out there that sell tested expired film. They normally get it on like the 30-foot rolls and cut it down and re-spool it. Get some of that and just go out and have fun. Go shoot pictures. Doesn't matter what you take a picture of. Just enjoy it. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. The only reason I'm doing this is because the wife got me a very expensive DJI camera, and I thought this would be a good way of using that camera whilst I do other things. So yeah, go and have fun. And thank you very much for watching. And I'm sure I'll be torturing myself with some more expired film in the future. In fact, I've got some 40-year-old expired film that I will be shooting soon. And I'm not looking forward to it because it's quite a low ISO and it's medium format. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. But anyway, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.